Hello, everyone, and welcome into Speed Gaming 4 tonight for our All Dungeons Keysanity daily race. I'm One Kind of Syrup, joined today by Nira Lightshine. Nira, how are you today?
I am doing well. How about you?
Can't complain, a nice All Dungeons Keysanity race here today. We have New York Rambler and Late Bit here, so should be a nice race on the restream, and looks like we got a decent amount of people in the race as well, which should be nice.
Yeah, 12 people.
Yeah, always nice to see. Looks like everyone's readied up, so the race should begin shortly. Also, quick shout out to Lady Laura Linda, clicking the buttons tonight, making sure that we can restream this.
Oh yeah, without her, it'd be one of us on tracker, one of us on commentary.
We'd figure it out, but always nicer to have Lady Laura around.
We'd probably do what we did last time, you and me both doing comm and track. And there's a sword in Uncle's house.
Yeah, we see the divergence already. New York Rambler starting in the Sanctuary, grabbing those 3 bombs. Always nice to see, especially with the Sank start. But yeah, that sword sitting in Link's house. Always nice to see right off the bat, especially in these all dungeons races.
Oh yeah. Is Rambler? No, he can't. Oh, yeah, he could be doing Houlihan, can't he?
I believe that's what this will be from Rambler's side.
Doesn't got a sword, so he doesn't have a way to fight the guard off.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yep, so going to be setting up for that drop-down Houlihan here, getting their money situated before they head towards Kakariko. Late Bit. Finding a map here as a drowned item, and it is the map of Hyrule Castle. Less of a needed one.
Yeah, we don't even need the maps tonight because we have to do all the dungeons anyway.
That's very true.
Damn.
So nice routing start here from Late Bit, getting that sword, getting that power glove, and now we'll be saving quitting to Sanctuary as Rambler exits the house, enters the house, picking up their sword.
Yep, he's gonna go do the castle.
So yeah, like you were saying, Nero, we are doing all Dungeons Keysanity today. It means everything shuffled everywhere, all our small keys, big keys, maps, compasses. Also means, like you said, our runners will have to do all the dungeons, including Aga 1. So with Keysanity, that can lead to some interesting locations for some items.
Well, and hopefully, too, the world is nice, and you can do Aga 1 after you do Aga 2.
Yeah, being able to mirror right over and finish Aga 1 right after Aga 2 before you hit up Ganon's always a nice convenient play. And in these all dungeons, we know we're going to need our mirror. We know we're going to need all of those items that don't always show up for us, so nice to have.
Yep, I also missed what that first item was in the Lost Woods, but that is a small key on pod.
Small key pod, I believe... Oh no, I thought it was bombs, but I believe that was an Uncle, actually. But nothing important here. Late Bit going to be heading down towards Kakariko as Rambler heads in to do the front of escape.
Okay, it was a piece of heart. Thank you, Lady Laura Linda. Yeah, one reason that Keysanity is so interesting is, of course, all the maps and keys and items are shuffled like normal. Well, items are always shuffled, but with Keysanity, the maps, since it's there's a small key to Ganon's Cap Tower, and key to Meyer, big key to Skullwoods. That's one of the big keys we do not need to complete the game. And a piece of heart. But yeah, maps, compasses, big keys and small keys are shuffled throughout the world. And there's the big key to pod. Ones that drop from enemies still drop from those enemies. Those are static keys, I think is the correct term. There's the hammer.
Oh, we're just getting everything right off the bat here. Have that hammer. We already have hammer, power glove. Looks like Rambler as well with the hook shot.
Somewhere. Small key to Meyer again on Late Bit's side.
And powder there in the back of the well. See if that leads to anything interesting, but worst case scenario, nice safety to have. Oh, and there's our moon pearl.
Yep. Of course, we don't know what... oh, there's Master Sword already.
Oh, very interesting start to this seed, you know. We have some big keys, we have some small keys, Power Glove, we already have full Dark World access with that hammer that was found on Rambler's side, along with the glove from the well and the moon pearl. Sorry. Glove from the dam and moon pearl from the well.
Yep. Also, we don't know what's on Lumberjack. They could still need to do AGA 1 early.
Yeah, we'll have to see when they decide to do that. Like you said, definitely nicer to do it right after AGA 2 before heading into Ganon, but we'll have to see where our runners tend to route that in. So we see Rambler doing the back of Escape here in the dark.
Yep, with Master Sword beams, that makes this extremely easy.
Yeah, being able to deal with those enemies is definitely very helpful. And yeah, having the sword to be able to navigate these dark rooms for that ice rod could be very useful.
Also, there was a compass on the library ledge.
Don't think we're coming back for that.
Nope, this is an Randomizer.
And we see a blind race game here for a big key. In these Keysanity modes, you'll often see runners do these blind race games. Just more likely that there's an item you need at the end.
What? Oh, is Rambler's going into AGA to check the first item in here?
Yeah, these keys are shuffled, so this first item is randomized while they're here deciding to check it out. Going with the safe sword beams.
Not a bad play at all.
Yeah, I mean, while you're here, you might as well check it. It's a relatively quick check. Just gotta kill through these guards, and small key anyway, but this time a small key to Turtle Rock.
Yep.
As Late Bit goes to the back of Escape here with that glove, we have a heart container, small key to Meyer, and $20.
Yep, and also, hey, Amethyst.
Rambler heading down here to Mini Moldorm Cave. Going to be giving us our first look there. And it looks like Late Bit not going to be far behind them.
Yep, first bit of routing that they are doing together.
Yeah, Late Bit already having done the dam. We'll see how Rambler decides to route this. We'll be able to clear out this Mini Moldorm Cave a little bit easier with having that Master Sword. Nice bomb strats. Nice bomb strats.
Compass 2, Ice Palace. Piece of Heart. Small Key 2. Thieves Down. Well, that is important.
Yeah, definitely nice to have before going in there. Rambler already having that hammer means that big chest will be on logic when they're able to get into Thieves Town. As long as, of course, they have that big key, which is hiding here somewhere.
Yep, which they do need that big key because they can't get past the second area without it.
Yeah, only 4 checks in Thieves Town ahead of that big key, so we'll have to find that before being able to head to the back as Rambler picks up their Power Glove here.
And you gotta get map to, I think it was Ice Palace, or if he does pick
I believe this was Hyrule Castle, actually.
Or was it GT? It was
one of the ones that we don't need as much. Maps not necessarily. Yeah, we do have to complete all the dungeons, but you know, as this is all dungeons Keysanity, you never know where some of these items could be, and you could also have some items in GT, depending on pendant layout.
Yep, there's the flippers. Also, yeah, Cooper, but we also do not know what's on Lumberjack just yet.
Yeah, we'll be able to get into the Dark World quite early, but we'll have to keep tuned in to see when our runners check that, if they decide to check that. But we see Late Bit using those flippers right away. Gonna do the flipper checks. While Rambler heads over to Agina's cave.
Yep, and Agina will hold for us. It holds 3 bombs, and Waterfall Cave has a piece of heart and a small key to Ice Palace.
Okay, we're picking up little pieces here and there for these dungeon accesses. Definitely have quite a bit of mobility when it comes to light and dark world. But Late Bit gonna have to head to the back of Escape soon to be able to get that hammer.
Yep, and the Zora Ledge only having 5 rubies.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be going out of our way for that one. Late Bit here looks like heading back to the house. I'm gonna be farming some bombs, yeah.
He doesn't got any. And he's like, let's go visit the shop. This is consuming time.
Yeah, after missing the second 50-50, might as well just go to the shop. Spend the 50 rupees.
Yep. And 20 rubies on the island. Now
Yeah, we won't be going for that, so.
He'll go do hobo and he'll get the 10 bomb drop.
Yeah, of course. That's always how it tends to be, right?
No,
it looks like they're gonna be Late Bit's gonna be heading up towards the Eastern Palace area. Most likely checking Sahasrah's hut first, and then heading towards Eastern. We'll see if they decide to go all the way towards Eastern. Without that big key, well, the big key really only locks 2 items. The item in the big chest and the item on Armos Knights. So we will see where that big key's hiding.
Green pendant is Turtle Rock today.
Okay.
And Rambler got his small key to pod. There's another small key to pod on Late Bit's side, and the shovel and a heart container. Almost called it a piece of heart.
No, the full container there. Nice to see these small keys to pod early. We know Rambler found that big key as well in the back of Escape, so pod, quite an item-dense location, especially with all of those keys shuffled around.
There wasn't a big key in pod. In the back of Escape. Oh, you mean in Zelda's area? Wait.
Yes.
I'm like, what are you talking?
In the front of Escape. Sorry, my apologies. In the front of Escape. You're right, Cooper. Just a big piece of heart, exactly.
And there's a big key to Skull Woods again on the Rambler's side this time. Compass the Hera and a piece of heart.
Yeah, gonna be getting their Moon Pearl soon. We'll see how they decide to route this here as we see Late Bit getting a piece of heart for the first item here in Eastern Palace. We'll see what comes up.
Okay, Rambler had did not have the pod big key before. That was Late Bit that did. Because pod big key was in Blind's hideout.
So they both have access to that pod big key. Nice. That's good at least.
Yeah. That or I fell asleep there and I'm misreading stuff.
No, you got it right there. I just misremembered where that was.
There's the first sword already, though.
Again, very nice to see in these all dungeons. As New York Rambler picks up their powder.
Yep. Also, Rambler's gonna be able to do Magic Bat while he's here.
Yeah, good to be able to check Magic Bat. Also, if they decide to, good to be able to go directly into that portal north of Kakariko and head into Dark World. A lot of checks in Skull Woods as well as in Thieves Town, especially in the front. So we'll see again how they decide to route this as Late Bit continues through Eastern, picking up our first bottle with Blue Goo.
Yep, he saved and quit because the rest was out of logic and there was no like he could have he could have probably easily done it if there was a bow, but no point in wasting time if the third item is something like 10 rubies or something like that.
Yeah, and having to do that room in the dark, nice and easy for runners like Late Bit and Rambler, but definitely less convenient than doing it with the lamp.
I think we're getting Lumberjack check. Nope, never mind.
It looks like Late Bit going to be heading up the mountain here, doing the old man out of logic, but with a sword. A pretty easy dark room.
Rambler is not going to do Magic Bat.
Oh, looks like they're heading straight into that Dark World portal. Which makes sense. I mean, you have the glove, you have the hammer, you have the Moon Pearl. Lots of checks in Village of Outcasts, so makes sense.
Yeah. Also, no problem, Laura. Like, I just I'm brain farting on what I was trying to say.
All good. Both players here do have that pawed big key, as we see Rambler heading up into Skull Woods, as we're going to get a look at Spectacle Rock on Late Bit side.
I also missed what that was on the old man.
I did as well, but it does not look like it was anything too important, just some rupees.
Okay.
Lady Laura letting us know is we have a boomerang on the top of Spectacle Rock.
And the inside, we have the Titan's Mitts.
So for Late Bit, that does put them a little bit further away from doing the front of escape. Going to be putting them a little bit further away from that hammer. But yeah, we will have to see when they get back to that. But getting the mitts nice and early here, out of logic, but I mean, logic schmogic, you know?
Yep. Rambler, be careful. There's stuff in this next room that will one-shot you. Like so. Should have used the powder there.
Yeah, the unfortunately getting hit by that spike as it comes back. But,
does one part of damage no matter what mail you're wearing.
Yeah, and oh, nice, easier time here with the Gibdos. Being a little more friendly.
Yep.
As we see, all for 10 arrows.
Oh, my heart breaks a little bit there for him.
And it looks like
for 10 arrows. Oh.
It looks like we're gonna get a little bit of convergence here, with Late Bit also going through the same portal Rambler went through, and going north here to Skull Woods.
Yep. Sadly, Rambler cannot go any further because he does not got the fire rod.
Nope, we'll be clearing this middle to front, not quite back to front, but does have that big key, so we'll be able to check this here. Oh, missing the bomb jump. It's all right. Set it up again.
Well, he's gonna take a death here now because this is gonna kill him.
All right. It says let's check this item first before taking the death.
Item. But you got to remember, big key. Any small keys that are locked in chests, and the map and compass are shuffled, so we have to add that many items to the dungeon too.
Yeah, honestly surprised Rambler, as we see another key to Turtle Rock, Rambler decided not to steal that key out of the middle, and will instead be deciding to drop down here into Skull Woods.
I don't blame him for this play. It's still in logic.
Yeah, does mean they most likely, Rambler will have to saving quit out of here. Whereas Late Bit, stealing that key, will be able to either Death Warp or, with the Wall Masters, head back to the entrance.
Well, one thing for certain, too, like I said, we didn't need the maps anymore, but like our runners can plan if they have to do pedestal or anything like that.
Yeah, and
if they know what crystals are what.
Exactly, and depending on the crystal pendant layout, there could even be some items required for dungeons within Ganon's Tower. So definitely can make some interesting situations here. Late Bit going to be finishing up these checks that Rambler has completed.
Yep, with the right layout, the bow or both bows could be in GT.
Always a fun situation. I remember we had some of the runners discussing some of these situations in the race room before. Hopefully, for all of our runners' sakes here, those situations don't come up, but fingers crossed.
Ditto here. Late Bit, you're just going to be taken back to that one spot. Oh, wait,
no, Late Bit stole the key from the middle and then went through the door on the left. So Late Bit able to take the Wallmaster out here and then continue their route south into Village of Outcasts.
Yep, we got a shield, a mushroom, and I missed what that was first check was in Hype Cave.
A bunch of rupees as well. Does put us with enough money to check Zora. So once Rambler makes their way over to Ice Rod Cave, we'll most likely see that Zora check following shortly, as Lady Laura letting us know is a GT small key on Johnny 2 Bombs today.
And C-Shape House has the blue meringue today. And Stumpy, what do you have? That's a small key, 2 pod. Pod is almost completable at this rate.
Yeah, there are 6 small keys in total for pod, but depending on our items, you may not see all 6 found today. So we see the small key to Tower of Hera on Late Bit side. There are ways to route the dungeon, depending on, access to boots, ability to hover, things like that. And of course that bomb jump, the hammer jump, over to.
The problem is we do need the bow for the back of pod.
Yes, will be required as we see Late Bit heading into Thieves Town here. Just 10 arrows in the first chest.
This dig game is trolly.
Yeah, this dig game take out a little bit here. Quite a few digs here on Rambler's side. And just for 10 arrows.
Hey, he made his money back. That's the important thing.
Yeah, whenever you see a bunch of those red rupees popping up, definitely feels quite nice. You see,
actually, I think he broke. I think he broke even. Where are you going? Oh, are you going back to Dark World? Yes, you are.
Yeah, maybe heading up towards Pod or getting some more crystal knowledge from our bomb shop here. So we find another key to Ganon's Tower, another small key to Ganon's Tower on Late Bit's side here in Pod. And without that big key, that's all we can do. So going to be death warping out here back to Village of Outcast.
Yep. Okay. So what is Rambler? Is he going to probably check Pyramid while he's here?
Yeah, this may be either Pyramid and then over towards Pod with those 3 small keys, or Pyramid to Catfish, depending on how Rambler wants to route this. And we find a bow there in the brewery. So no 2 bows in GT today.
Nope. That is a very nice find, too. And of course, it is a logical one because they did have Power Glove in Logic. That's another small key, though.
Actually, yes, the Power Glove is in Logic. Small key here on the Pyramid, being the small key to Skullwoods. Rambler would have loved to have that just a few minutes earlier, but...
Well, it turned out there wasn't anything in Skullwoods anyway so far.
No, but once Rambler steals that key from the middle, Rambler will be able to not have to kill that Gibdo at the end, maybe save a little bit of Fire Rod magic. Definitely always nice to see before going to have to fight the Moth.
Yeah.
And Late Bit getting a little less lucky with the rupee drops here. A lot of 5s, a lot less 20s. And not picking up those 10 arrows as we see Rambler heading over towards Pod.
Rambler, you should have checked Village of Outcasts. I know he exited out of Skull Woods, but with what we know, it would make sense to go do it. But of course, he doesn't have our knowledge. And there's the other small key to Pod. Oh, what do we got? Is this place going to be bow locked? Actually, no, it can't be. Not with the amount of keys we have so far. It would be bow locked, but not for that. And the 5-6 crystals are Hera and Meyer.
So we have Hera, Meyer as our 5-6. I believe it was Turtle Rock green pendant today. So get a little bit of information on how these lay out. Again, a little bit less important here in all dungeons, but can definitely affect routing.
Oh yeah, you can decide what's on your priority list. $300 rubies, and there's the mushroom. I can hear Lana groaning at the shield though. There's the second shield, or there's the second bottle found today.
Yeah, Ramblers first did spend a key to go into the big key chest there. So is down one key here. Let's see where they decide to head. With the middle being open, they are able to go to the back. And no, gonna be heading back up.
He might realize he got the right. He might not be able to do mimic clip and wait. What are you doing, Rambler?
Looks like Rambler will be doing mimic clip here. I believe it was a B in that bottle, so no potion, unfortunately, for the potion glitch. But
yep.
I don't believe that's I don't believe that's how that works, unfortunately. But looks like Rambler, nope, just gonna be dying, death warping back. Looks like tried to mimic clip there, maybe forgot what was in their bottle at first. But yep, heading back. We'll be able to get a few more checks here with that big key. If they're able to bomb jump across here to the big chest, it does put quite a few checks still able to be reached here by Rambler, albeit out of logic.
Nope, not. Not doing the hammer jump.
No, may loop back and do it from the top down. You do have just enough time to get there, but we will see the basement first. We got 20 rupees. And 10 arrows. And Rambler's heading back up, so I expect them to do the bomb jump here to get those 3 items in the Dark Maze.
You know, if the late bit could actually complete pod right now.
Actually, no, late bit is missing that hammer that was in the front of escape.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So has not gone to the front of escape yet. In these open modes, especially when you get Dark World access so early, like late bit did. You know, sometimes they put that off for quite a while. So we'll see when they go back, as we see the small key to swamp.
That is something that you never want to have to sweat about.
Yeah, a very, very nice small key to find there.
Yeah, because there is only one small key in the chest in swamp, and it's in the very first room.
Oh, Rambler taking an unfortunate death there in the Dark Maze. Did leave one check, unfortunately. So we'll see what they decide to do here. It looks like they're going to be save and quitting here. So we're not going back to pod right away. Looks like they will be heading... I don't know. This could either be to Kakariko, or this could be up the mountain.
What is the MSU that Rambler is using? It sounds familiar.
I'm not 100% sure. Let me double check. This is the Pokemon TCG Game Boy Advanced MSU.
Okay, I don't know why it sounds familiar then. I've never played that.
And Late Bit's actually using a Super Mario RPG MSU today.
Maybe that's what I'm hearing.
Oh, mirror on the bow-locked side of pod.
Ooh.
Very nice find there for Late Bit. Unfortunately for Rambler, did not have that bow first time in pod, so we'll have to come back for that mirror, hopefully sooner rather than later.
Yep. To be fair, though, Rambler does have a 1-up. He does have the hammer. And that might not be something that Late Bit goes back to for a while.
Yeah, both for sure going to have to double dip this dungeon here. But yeah, we will see when Late Bit goes back for that hammer. Oh, and it looks like it was the blue mail there in the middle chest.
Yep.
Also nice to have.
Yep. Also, Rambler, I think, is going to Magic Bat.
That's what this looks like.
No one's checked Sick Kid yet, have they?
Nope, we have not seen Sick Kid yet. So we might see Sick Kid here paired with this Magic Bat check. Surprised Rambler didn't check it first. But going to be dropping into the well here.
Well, he might be wanting to do Sick Kid on his way back up into the Dark World to do Thieves Town and Village of Outcasts.
Oh, yes. I forgot Rambler has not done the Village of Outcasts area.
There's
And-
Red Hill.
All right, so much healthier of a seed now.
Yeah.
Definitely nice to see that red mail not early on these seeds. Just not having to worry about it can be annoying. Rambler does not have that mirror yet, so we'll take a little bit longer to death warp for them.
Yep. Though let's hope that Rambler did not leave something big behind inside of us, the Dark Maze. And Sick Kid has for us Piece of Heart. Oh, I hate this maze. That's the kid. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's Kane for you.
So Late Bit having that Canis Moria, having that mirror, both in pod. Unfortunately, for New York Rambler, missing both of those key items in pod. We'll see when New York Rambler heads back. Looks like they're going to be heading to this North Kakariko portal first. So we'll see where this leads them, as Late Bit looks to be heading the same way.
Honestly, at this point, I would probably put Late Bit in the lead.
I think I'd have to agree with you.
Because, yeah, Rambler has the hammer, but Late Bit has 2 items that Rambler might not be going back for a while. Guarantee as soon as he gets that bow, he might be going there. We don't know.
Yeah, also maybe a little frustrated with themselves not coming into Village of Outcasts before heading that way, but it's all dungeons. We're going to have to... All dungeons Keysanity, we're going to have to dip quite a few of these dungeons more than once.
Yeah, you guys don't have foresight. You don't know what's going to be where. All you can do is go with what the logic tells you.
If only all runners could have that foresight. Oh,
I would be dropping a few bombs and a few F-bombs at that. On that.
yeah. Yep. Oh, and we see Smith here from Late Bit, going to be pairing that in. I was going to say with this Magic Bat, but able to do Magic Bat here with the mirror. We'll see if they decide to do it.
I wouldn't see why not.
We'll be orphaning this Hammer Pegs here, so another potential location that could affect Late Bit later in this race.
Like, I don't see why you wouldn't do hammer, do that right now, and just a Piece of Heart.
Yeah, not much on the Smiths there. Walking over and then realizing, oh yes, the hammer.
Oh, he's gonna grab the purple chest while doing so. Good move.
Yeah, pick up that purple chest first. You are able to drop down here with the purple chest. Purple chest is okay with this hole here. Not all of them though.
Yep,
Gotta be
it's the
careful.
only place it doesn't mind being taken into.
As we see a powder turn there from Late Bit. Looking to the right.
It's gonna be red mail.
And we'll get a red Yoshi.
Yep. Blue Yoshi's the best. Everyone knows that, but
And we'll see what's on this purple chest. Late Bit has done the rest of the checks here. I'm going to be walking the purple chests over, it seems. I'm going to be checking Sick Kid here first. That makes sense.
Yep, having to leave the purple chest outside though.
Yeah, purple chest does not like the sick kid. Doesn't want those germs.
I want to know how a chest talks back to you.
Yeah, especially this one. This one likes to talk back quite a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Looks like Leapit will be heading back into the Dark World first, and then continuing the route south. Or this could possibly be a graveyard check, but Rambler heading over to the Eastern Palace area, but able to fully clear Eastern Palace as long as they're comfortable with those dark rooms.
Oh, I guarantee you he is.
Yeah.
And there's the Turtle Rock confirmation for us. But it's good to always have that second confirmation.
Can never be too sure.
Yeah, another small key to pod. Did we do shovels?
We have not seen Shovel yet, no.
Okay, so that's what we're going to probably be seeing with Late Bit here in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, this is actually really nice routing. Able to get this purple chest. Most of the smiths done as well as Cave 45 plus Shovel. So yeah, nice to get these checks out of the way. Again, it's hard orphaning that those hammer pegs, but at this point, that's just what you have to do for Late Bit.
Also, Rambler is going to be able to get it. Oh no, he's going back to pod.
We know that this play will work out quite well for Rambler. We'll be able to also mirror after pod if they decide to do a chunk of Eastern like Late Bit's done. Again, still missing that big key, so not able to clear it, but definitely interesting as we see the lamp there from the Shovel.
Yep,
lamp and dig spot.
That Late Bit has done now is in logic.
Yep, we have those mitts in logic. We have all of pod now in logic, from what we know.
Yep.
Of course, each of our runners missing a piece of that logic right now, but I expect Rambler to check that at some point.
Well, actually, Late Bit didn't need to hammer for anything he's done in the pod anyway, so.
Yep, just to complete it, it is required, but yeah, no hammer required for now. For everything except the back.
What's really stupid though is the fact that you do not need the hammer to beat Helmasaur.
No, you can kill Helmasaur with those bombs. It's actually just for the to knock down the little bump faces. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. Right when you go into the dark room in the basement, and as well for the turtles.
I call them faces of many angering days.
Yeah, those guys there laughing at us all the time, you know?
Yeah, and I don't like the Link Between Worlds, like, giant version of them. Oh, no. Rambler, no. Oh, no. He's abandoning Kane of Samaria.
Yeah, it looks like they are going to be going to the back here first. I don't expect them to go back to that one chest they missed quite yet, but yeah, knowing that that's the Kane of Samaria, definitely unfortunate to see if you're cheering for Rambler here.
Oh, I'm not cheering for either runner. I just hate to see this. And there's a small key to Turtle Rock. Wow.
Without the hammer, without the hook shot, no further we can go in Swamp. Late Bit just doing a quick check there. And,
yeah, that's right. You need the hammer to go any further.
Yes, but it looks like Late Bit will be heading down here to pick up that key we saw on the island. Or no, it was just 20 rupees on the island, I believe.
Yeah, is he going to... No, he can't be doing Ice Palace.
No, missing Bombos, missing the Fire Rod. We'll see where they decide to mirror here.
Ice Rod Cave?
Maybe just taking this portal here. Yeah, this makes more sense.
Oh, yeah.
And now, yep.
Fish.
Yeah, checking our catfish here as well. Late Bit's able to find a little bit more money. We'll be able to go and clean up Zora as well, but we'll see if they're able to find that.
Late Bit, I'd be killing this stuff in case it gives you money. Raise your hand if you've ever used the powder on the witch by accident.
We'll see what the witch has here today. And a full heart container. Late
Yeah,
bit, though, not able to save scum that, has not saved and quit in quite a while.
Yeah, we already knew it was a heart container. Rambler did it already.
Thank you.
Rambler going to be finishing off Helmosaur here very quickly. If Helmosaur was stopped moving.
And with that red mail, able to really just tank a lot of the Helmosaur hits here. And a couple shots here with the bow, and wow.
Yep, 8 shots. Just take your time, Rambler.
And there it is.
Time to do it. And Catfish has for us 20 rubies. You are 20 rubies short, my friend. There's the compass to this dungeon. Thanks, game.
But that is the first crystal here on the board from New York Rambler at 39.42. So we do know that pod is a crystal now that they've completed it. Of course, Rambler did not know that at the time going in. But always nice to get that first crystal out of the way.
Yep. Of course, we do know it is not a 5-6 crystal, despite that graphical thing, because we know that the 5-6s are Misery Mire and Hera.
100%.
Late bit, still trying to farm that extra 10 rubies. If need be, late bit, just go up to Zora Ledge and get those 5 rubies on this ledge.
Yeah, do a quick loop around. Looks like late bit could be farming the crabs here.
Actually, no, this makes more sense to do it.
There we go.
That makes more sense. Don't listen to me. I'm the kind of person that would have done that.
And Rambler here heading up the round as well. We'll be getting those Titans mitts, and we'll be able to clear out all of both Light and Dark Death Mountain with that hammer and that mirror. So quite a few checks. The flippers were an Ice Rod cave.
Ooh, Rambler hasn't done Ice Rod? Oh.
Rambler has not done Ice Rod cave, and Rambler also did, as Lady Laura is pointing out as well, did skip that Cane of Samaria that is still in the back of pod, so we'll have to go back at some point to grab that. And I missed what was on the fish today. Was it a scam? Yep, definitely a scam today. But we'll see where Latebit decides to head. And looks like they're going to be heading into escape here, which will be good for them. Pick up their hammer. And there was something else back here, I believe.
We still haven't seen Lumberjack.
We have not yet. So could still be an interesting item. Without the boots, not in logic yet. But yeah, definitely an interesting spot in these all Dungeons Keysanity races.
Yeah, especially if there's a big key on there. Because the only big key that we still don't know that we don't need is the swamp big key. Because with swamp big key, we don't need it to get to Argus.
Yeah, and depending on the runners here, I believe the Ice Palace big key is not always necessarily required.
Oh, that's very true, especially if you have the Cane of Samaria.
Yep, just got to make sure you flip that switch, and unfortunately Rambler missing the bomb jump there. But yeah, just got to make sure you flip the switch before doing Icebreaker. Rambler dragging the ferry for quite a while, and finally catching it. And it looks like Late Bit going to clear out the middle here first. Does have that mirror, so does not really matter.
He's going to get his Ice Rod here in a second.
So we'll get the Ice Rod out of the middle here, and then we'll go to the front and pick up their hammer.
Yep. Made sense to go grab that first.
Yeah, if you're just going to save and quit out, it's nice and straightforward.
Rambler missing out on the Cane of Samaria. Oh. Yeah, he's got a crystal lead on him, but he's not going back to pod. He's gonna.
Yeah, that's a hard last location from Rambler. Most likely following having found all 6 pod keys. So definitely Definitely a last location from Rambler. Luckily enough, it does block quite a few checks, so we can't do Turtle Rock. Unfortunately, we can do a good chunk of Misery Mire without it. So we'll see when Rambler gets funneled back there. But yeah, like you were saying, could be quite a while.
That's going to be like very hard last location.
And it looks like we have the Hyrule Castle small key there. I don't believe that's going to be needed for our runners today.
And there was 20 rubies also on the first in that first area. And that's a heart container on the floating island.
Quick container on the island while Late Bit heads down here to Zelda Cell. We'll see the slow spiral cave here from New York Rambler.
Watch there be the boots here.
This is the famous boots location, you know?
Yep. Oh look, what a surprise! The big key of Hyrule Castle was next to Zelda Cell. I am so shocked.
I know that guard carrying that key for quite a while. As we see Bomba's actually there at the end of Spiral Cave, so we may need that. Could be our logical entrance to any of Ice Palace, Misery Mire, or Turtle Rock. So we will have to see what medallions are required there.
Also, Late Bit just got his tempered sword.
Yeah, gonna make this first check here in Aga 1 Tower a little bit easier, not having to deal.
Key. I mean.
Yeah, just that Turtle Rock key. We see a big key to Swamp Palace and a heart piece.
So any big keys we see that would be on Lumberjack now, we know, unless it's Ice Palace, it's one we need.
Yeah, we'll have to see where the last of those big keys are. Still searching for quite a few. There are the boots.
And the hook shot.
Wow.
Hook shot always is in. If you need, in my experience, anytime you need the hammer to get into Paradox Cave, the hook shot is in Paradox Cave.
It looks like Late Bit going to be following up here. But does have that fire source, so if they choose to, we'll be able to check that one check in Hera Basement.
I think Rambler is going to go check out Turtle Rock.
Yeah, able to open Turtle Rock here, open the portal, as well as check the medallion at the same time. So nice way to route this here, especially with that hook shot, able to do hook shot cave first into Super Bunny, a little bit faster from the top than the bottom.
He's also going to be able to do Hera with Hera Pot now, and cannot open up Turtle Rock.
No, we'll need to find that Quake. Again, not necessarily all the medallions required today, but for now, for sure, Quake.
Yep, and inside of Hookshot Cave, we have the single arrow, the 20 rubies, key to pod, that is our 5th one.
Only one left.
Yep,
and bombs. So,
you think he'll go do Hera right now too as soon as he's done here?
I don't see why he wouldn't. It's nice to get it out of the way. You know you have to get it done at some point, and being able to Hera Pot, not having to find the big key to Hera, or it being irrelevant is always nice.
Yep, and that was a small key to Castle.
We do need 2 of those today to be able to beat Aga Tower.
Yep.
So nice to see at least one, but do need a little bit more.
Yep. Yeah, he is going to go do Hera.
Most likely going to see Hera, and then we'll see what they decide to do from there. Maybe just a save and quit. As Late Bit's going to be heading into Paradox Cave, we'll be picking up their hookshot and their boots very soon.
Lantern was on dig spot.
Yeah, which unfortunately Rambler has not checked yet. Does make these dark rooms a little bit tougher. You see Rambler trying to set up this spin speed Hera spot. There it is. That one can be a little finicky.
Yep.
I just kind of guessed the feeling. I know there's a pause buffer strat, but I'll just try a few times until I get it. And Lapit with those items, going to be heading into Dark Death Mountain here. As well, just following behind New York Rambler's footsteps.
Where was Bombos?
Bombos was in Spiral Cave.
Oh, Late Bit never did Spiral.
Nope, I believe Late Bit does have that Bombos, actually. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes can be a little laggy with the trackers, but we appreciate Lady Laura keeping us in check here.
Yep.
As we see, New York Rambler did go right back into Hera with that Hera pot and some quick hammer strats, and Muldoon's down.
Yep. We're going to ignore the fact he took a fall.
Fall doesn't matter.
Yep.
As long as the boss goes down, and we see crystal number 2, which we did know Tower of Hera was one of our red crystals, but Rambler did not know that. So, I don't believe Rambler talked to the bomb shop. I believe that was only Late Bit that talked to the bomb shop.
I'm pretty sure it was actually both of them. I might be wrong, though.
Either way here, picking up that first red crystal. And we'll see where Rambler decides to head now, starting at Link's house. As we see Late Bit finishing up some of these checks here. We'll be getting their lamp momentarily on Rambler's side.
Yep. Late Bit not doing Hera.
No, saving that for later, it seems. We'll have to see when they decide to go back there.
Now it's a crystal dungeon. They might try to save it for when they go to right before GT. We know that Hera doesn't have anything in it, so that's a wise move.
Yeah, we'll be some routing efficiency here on Late Bit's side if they are able to wait all the way until the end. And with nothing else there on Death Mountain, it would surprise me to see them go back anytime before that. But now with that hook shot and hammer, Late Bit gonna be finishing up Swamp here.
Yep, because they did pick up the Swamp Big Key.
Yeah, Swamp Big Key had that Swamp Small Key from earlier. I believe Late Bit has checked that first chest as well here in Swamp, so we'll skip that, go straight to the left, and we'll see what they find here.
Yep, Swamp has 10 items in it. Turtle Rock Big Key, that's what that was on Race Game.
ER Big Key, that is one of our required Big Keys, so we'll be needing that to finish the game today.
Yep, cannot get... This isn't inverted where you can skip the Big Key.
Fortunately not. Late Bit forgetting to pick up their key there under the skull pot. Picks it up and gonna be heading into the middle of Swamp here as looks like Rambler's gonna be heading back into this portal just north of Kakariko. We'll be able to check hammer pegs while they're over here, so we'll see if those hammer pegs yield anything interesting on Rambler's side. And Rambler heading straight down here to the Smiths. Good to be picking him up with that mirror, with that glove. Makes us check nice and straightforward. As we see Late Bit heading into the back of into the back of Swamp Palace here. So a few new checks coming up. One on Late Bit's side right here, as well as the hammer pegs on Rambler. And just a map to Eastern Palace. Again, nice to have, but this is all dungeons, so we will have to beat all of them anyway. And the Big Key, holding a Big Key to Thieves Town. So finding our Thieves Town Big Key there in the Swamp Big Chest. So Rambler will have to get over to that at some point. As we see Late Bit, looks like they're going to be doing the diver down here. So drowning that key, just got to make sure to pick it up in that diver down state. And using the bomb strats here as well.
Yeah, very nicely done on the diver down.
Yep, nice diver down, and Yeah, now we'll have to see where Late Bit heads after picking up that big key to Thieves Town. That opens up quite a few checks over there as well, and already having that small key means we can full clear that dungeon. As Late Bit heads over to the left here, I don't believe there was anything in Hammer Pegs, so we're not gaining anything there. But
I didn't see what was in it.
But yeah, Late Bit heading over to the left. Let's see what's on the left side of Swamp here. 20 rupees. And let's see what's in this last chest. And the flute. So, wow. Really nice writing here from Late Bit, you know, picking up all the required items and then going straight here into Swamp Palace. Picked up 2 required items. Picked up that flute, also picking up the big key to Thieves Town. So this is a nice early dungeon to clear here on Late Bit's side.
You said the big key was in the swamp big chest?
Yeah, it was big key for big key today. So that swamp big key is required.
Yeah, it is.
So we're going to see another diver down from Late Bit's side. And a save and quit from Rambler after picking up 20 bucks on purple chest. We see another 20 and 50 bucks here in the drowned chests in the back of Swamp. One more chest, and then the boss. We'll see if Swamp holds any other interesting pieces here. As we see 20 bucks. And Late Bit going to be heading to the back here to fight Vidi.
Rambler is going to Kingstone.
And we have not seen this check yet, so let's see what Rambler's able to find. Just 10 arrows. I feel like every out-of-the-way location Rambler's had to check today has been 10 arrows. I think that's the 3rd or 4th time I've seen them pick up 10 arrows there. And with Temper Sword here, Late Bit able to make easy work of these puffs.
Yep.
And let's see if we can get some nice ice rod stretch. And we do need that Quake for Turtle Rock, so nice to find there on Rambler's side in that Bonk Rocks as Late Bit takes down Vitreous. Argus, sorry, for a heart container and a pendant.
We are also finally getting a look at Lumberjack.
Yeah, the 56-minute Lumberjack check. We'll see what's back here. And
that is
just a map.
So nothing. Aga 1 can be done at the end of the game.
Yeah, nice and straightforward there. Hopefully nothing sitting in that second Aga Tower chest. That being the only factor for them possibly having to go back first, but yeah, hopefully just not having to do that. As Late Bit, where is Late Bit headed here?
Probably the swamp. No, he doesn't got the flippers. Where was flippers?
Ice Rod Cave.
He seriously hasn't done Ice Rod Cave yet?
Not yet. We have not yet seen it, and it looks like we're gonna see most likely Catfish into Zora here. But yeah, still missing those flippers in Ice Rod Cave. Rambler has not gone back yet, so missing a few key items here. Those flippers in the cave. Oh, Late Bit here. Okay, I'm gonna be checking Hammer Pegs here. Gonna give us a second look at it.
Oh,
but
I just thought about something. Did he mismark that he did check Ice Rod?
I'm not sure. Yeah, with those boots, Ice Rod Cave becomes a little bit easier. Able to water walk directly out of it. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure here on Rambler's side. Hopefully for their sake, hopefully not. As we see flute activation here on Late Bit's side.
And looks like Rambler is going to Graveyard Ledge.
Yeah, quick Graveyard Ledge check here, and then we'll have to see where they go after this. Again, for their sake, hoping they go to Ice Rod Cave sooner rather than later to pick up those flippers. But we will have to see where they travel. So you see Late Bit showing us the back of Thieves Town here. And just a heart piece there in Graveyard Ledge, so nothing too important.
Oh, is he finally going to Ice Rod?
Saving quit to the house, going south. I'm not sure what else would be down here. We'll have to see whether they go left or right here. And it looks like it will be right. This looks like it will be Ice Rod Cave. So, good thing on Rambler's side, as we see silvers there in Thieves Town.
Both our runners are going to be getting silvers today.
Yeah, both will get silvers. Looks like every runner today will most likely be getting silvers.
Unless they're go moding Thieves Town.
Yes, that would be, the only situation. Or they randomly decide to not check the brewery. Which seems even more outlandish.
Yeah. I'm just stating what could be the reason why they don't.
I see why Rambler went this route. Was a little shy on that Zora money and didn't want to have to farm mobs for it. So wanted to get the 20 rupees there from the cave before coming over here. Yep. And we'll find their flippers. Yep. So quite a few checks now for Rambler. As well as putting Swamp Palace in logic here. Just a heart piece in the back there in the maiden cell. We'll see what's in the big chest.
Yep, because of the key layout, they can do this. And big chest holds the third bottle.
Yeah, second bottle on Late Bit side here. Definitely nice to have multiple bottles. But after checking Sick Kid, not required by any means. On Late Bit side, we are getting close to go mode.
Yep, we're still missing a Fire Rod.
Possibly Ether. Depending on what Misery Mire's pendant is. But if Misery Mire is Quaker Bombas, then we don't need that Ether.
Though, if tablets hold one of our final items, we do need the book.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. We had Swamp Palace, and there was another pendant as well, right? And Turtle Rock, so can't be the Fire Rod on... sorry, I'm thinking for Ped.
Also, I can't speak. Blind had 10 arrows.
Another 10 arrows, but did get a crystal for it, and that is Late Bit's first crystal, actually, at 102.02. So, getting the first crystal off the board for Late Bit's side. Of course, cleared a ton of the overworld, has not really dived a ton of these dungeons. So we'll see where they decide to head, and we'll be checking Lumberjack as well. We'll see that it's just a map. Oh, my apologies. I guess we are also quite a few keys from Go Mode. Quite a few big keys still from Go Mode. So we are missing Misery Mire big key, Eastern and Desert big key. Tower of Hera is not technically required, so that's all right.
Oh, we don't know what's on the big chest, but
we do not.
It'd be ironic if the big key is in the big chest, or in this vanilla location in Hera.
In the basement, and then the big key holds something. The big chest holds something.
Like the GT big key. There's Quake on Quit Late Bits.
Yep, Late Bit picking up that Bonk Rocks check. Most likely heading over to King's Tomb and Graveyard Ledge here. I don't believe Late Bit's checked either. As Rambler heading into Swamp Palace here, we'll pick up that flute. We'll pick up that Thieves Town big key. We'll just We'll have to clear this whole dungeon, though. Still missing quite a few items.
Oh, hopefully he does. Hopefully Rambler does do left side swamp.
Yeah, with this many items still missing, I'd be surprised if Rambler skipped, but definitely seen odder things in some of these races.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, we'll be missing that flute if they do not go to the left side. So fingers crossed. As Lipik going to be giving us the first look at the mire area here.
And mire requires bombos, so don't need another medallion.
Yeah, have all the medallions today. No medallion hunt. As we see,
To Eastern. Eastern's beatable.
That one we need. Oh, and the ice. So this is the big key shed. Holding both of our big keys today as we welcome in a party of 31 rating from Speed Gaming 3. Welcome in, guys.
Hey,
Joining
guys.
us here on this All Dungeons Keysanity daily race with me, One Kind of Syrup, and Nira Lightshine.
And with us, Lady Laura Linda on the tracking. Say hello, Laura. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Not locked.
And
And,
small ice.
One big key, one small key. So for those of you just joining us, this is All Dungeons Keysanity. It means map, compass, keys, which means small and big keys, are all shuffled throughout the pool. And all dungeons will have to be completed today. That includes AGA 1. So we will be seeing every dungeon, both tower climbs, before we're able to finish it. As we see Late Bit heading into our first look at Desert Palace.
So, fun little fact, we can put off AGA 1 till the end.
Yeah, nothing on Lumberjack here. We'll just be able to mirror over as Late Bit sees just $20 on the torch there in Desert. Not going to be getting that.
Yep. Also, that means our runners will get a magic and health refill before the Ganon fight, too.
Yes, definitely a very nice situation to be in. Especially, we haven't found that half magic yet, so maybe a magic light seed. So both of our runners more than capable of doing the Ganon fight without half magic.
Yep, Late Bit, I think, is going to do this ice. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, fully completable here with bombos, and if Rule of Fire has taught me anything, there's going to be a fire rod somewhere in this ice palace. I'm calling it now.
Oh, there isn't. Well, you can use bombos for everything the fire rod does for you.
Yeah, is a full clearable dungeon here.
Welcome Speed Gaming 1 with a rating party of 42. We are doing an All Dungeons Keysanity. We do know that AGA 1 can be put off until the very end of tonight. Sorry.
Yeah, welcome in. No, you're all good. Welcome in with a party. And Speed Gaming 2 as well, coming in with a rating party of 121. Yeah, thank you guys for coming on in here, joining us on this daily race after that crazy Open League cross key pseudo boots race. Welcome in. Hopefully we'll be able to keep you as entertained as that race kept us. As Rambler picking up that map here and Late Bit heading a little bit further. Did Late get pod big key? Late Bit does have that pod big key, I believe. Yes, I believe both of our runners do. Oh yeah, they checked the big chest.
Yeah, because there was nothing in big chest.
Yeah.
But he didn't have the hammer at the time when he did pod.
Oh, and there's that 6th pod small key. So everything in pod now fully in logic. So all of those checks now fully in logic. And we do know that there was a Cane of Samaria in the Dark Maze that unfortunately Rambler did die before getting. So does not have that Cane of Samaria.
Nope.
So we'll most likely be putting off. These this Ice Palace play until need be, not being able to do Icebreaker, but did have to do Swamp the good old fashioned way as well without doing any of those diver downs.
Well, he did. Yeah, he like you wouldn't think he did. You'd think he did with how fast he did this dungeon, though.
Yeah, much faster than I normally do it, and that's with the diver down setup. So definitely nice to see here on Rambler's side as we're seeing the last few checks here from Late Bit, and luckily we'll be able to check that big chest while they're over here.
There's the big key to Hera.
All right, Late Bit will be able to check that big chest while they complete Hera if they are not already go-moding it. But with that hook shot, not required for either of our runners today. And Late Bit here not having to flip the switch because they did already find that Ice Palace big key in Mire Shed.
Yep, and he has the Cane of Samaria too, so he can just go straight to the boss.
Yep, pick up a little bit of magic here for that Bombos, and Nira, we only have one check left to find that fire rod, so maybe Rule of Fire did me dirty today.
He didn't. Did he do Ice Tea?
Oh, sorry. I think you're correct. I think Ice Tea.
Oh yeah. Wait, no, he did do it because he's found. This is.
This is the last check. Yep, with that compass, we do see that they already have found 7 of 8 checks, and this will be 8 of 8 after that nice quick kill on Cold Stare.
And this is a crystal dungeon.
It's a crystal dungeon. Still hunting for that fire rod, but that is crystal number 2 for Late Bit.
We should state too. Ped is dead at this point too.
Unfortunately, yes. For all of our viewers, Ped is dead. Yes.
The only place we know is a pendant that requires it, and that is Turtle Rock. Or for Fire Rod.
The Fire Rod, yeah, for our Turtle Rock. So, the Fire Rod being the only item we actually are missing from Go Mode here. Let's see. And then the Desert Palace and Misery Mire big keys, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say, we could still have a big key that's on the ped. And don't forget GT.
Yeah, always fun in these all dungeon races. You can sometimes find those required items, especially depending on what is pendant and crystal in GT. Let's see. If Skull Woods is our final pendant, we could have Fire Rod in GT.
Yeah.
Which is a fun little situation that you get in these all dungeons races.
Oh, you mean if Turtle Rock was that, right?
Nope, Turtle Rock is a pendant. It's our green pendant.
Yeah.
But if Skull Woods is our last pendant alongside Swamp Palace, then we could have a Fire Rod in GT because none of the other dungeons require the Fire Rod. Just Skull Woods to get in the back and Turtle Rock. So.
And depending on the placement in GT, it could be on the climb up to Aga 2.
Yeah, I'm trying to think how far you can go in GT without that Fire Rod.
It all depends on if you have the big key.
Yeah, if they find that big key early, it could be all the way up to, I believe, Mini Moldorm 2 across the gap. So Trolldorm 2 could hold our Fire Rod, but for the runners in this seed, let's hope that's not the case. For the viewers watching, maybe we can help a little bit.
Yep, Rambler is going to get whatever this was. I can't remember. It's silver arrows. Okay.
Yeah, Rambler picking up their silvers is Late Bit, getting through turtles here. Yeah.
And Helmasaur down on Late Bit's side.
Yeah, nice fight there from Late Bit. Nice and easy with that hammer plus tempered sword combo. Going to be picking up their compass to pod on the boss, as well as their third crystal of the game here.
Yep. Rambler is going to be finishing up Thieves Town in just a minute here, getting his second bottle. Wait, what are you doing?
Maybe checking. I believe they have not yet checked both the big key chest, and I do not believe that they have checked Harmless Hellway either.
Oh no.
So I might be going back for both of these checks. Just making sure that they just can get out of here, and they could be picking up their third bottle here. Nope. Looks like just the big key. Oh no, never mind. Big key chest. Plus Harmless Hellway. Which I believe was nothing important.
No, it hasn't been looked at.
Oh, I guess, yeah. Why would they have gone in? That makes sense.
And 10 arrows on blind.
And
Yeah,
that's
they
the
didn't have,
third
they
crystal.
didn't have Rambler didn't have keys to get back there.
Yeah, Rambler only having 4 keys, I believe, when they came in the first time. Late Bit only with the 3. So that makes sense why Rambler checked that chest and Late Bit did not. But let's see what's hiding here in Harmless Hellway. And it's a heart container. Nice to have.
Was not the Sanctuary Heart either.
Was not, but that puts Late Bit up to 12 hearts. Rambler at 10. Both on red mail. Feeling pretty good here, I'm sure, about their health. And Late Bit going to be going right into Eastern here, which we can see on their screen is a crystal.
Yep. Rambler gonna find out that it's Bombos to get into Misery Mire.
Yeah, and Rambler also has that information about Turtle Rock, so knows that they don't have to hunt for that Ether Medallion. As they enter Big Key Shed here.
Yep. Rambler, go back to Pod.
Yeah, and like we were saying, unfortunately, with only 5 pod keys, that back is not even fully in logic yet. So, probably waiting to get that 6th, but that 6th is in Ice Palace, which usually you try to wait for Cane of Samari to have. So, we'll kind of see where this breaks.
That was Butter Sword on in the big chest in Eastern.
Oh, another nice addition here on Late Bit's side. Looks like we
So
have all of our safeties except for Half Magic.
In Mirror Shield.
Ah, yes, of course. But is Mirror Shield really a positive safety?
I don't know.
Especially when you ask people like, there's quite a few people in the community that think the shield, brings down the sprite a little bit,
Love it.
Not saying it out loud, but also saying it out loud.
The people would agree with us.
Yeah, a lot of you not a fan of those shields, but luckily for our runners, they have only found that fire shield so far, so just a little bit blocking that.
Yep. But the thing is 2 of our 4 swords were in. Oh yeah, I know, lady. I know, Laura.
Yeah, we see Rambler going to be picking up actually their tempered sword here. Oh no, has picked up their tempered sword. Looks like they're going to be picking up their butter sword in this big chest. Yeah, 2 swords here in Eastern Palace. Always interesting. Always interesting in these Keysanities where these swords end up. And with the silvers, this should be a pretty trivial Argus fight. And that's a
Yep. Argus drops a small key to Desert.
Okay, that's a nice small key to get. That unlocks 2 additional items in Desert. Late Bit has already been to Desert. I don't believe Rambler went in. I believe they just checked Mire area and then headed out. But yeah, there's that butter sword from Rambler, and
Should
we'll
state
see what
too
it has.
that we now know where all the bottles are because Armos Knight dropped the fourth one.
So Rambler here will be hitting bottle percent pretty soon. So who's the real winner here?
Us.
Exactly.
So I think Late Bit is doing the play to Turtle Rock.
Yeah, we'll be at least checking Tower of Hera here first. But yeah, looks like this could be the play into Turtle Rock without that Fire Rod. So we'll be missing at least a few of the checks there. But I guess when you're just a Fire Rod from Go mode, Fire Rod can't be there. Now, it could still be some fun. We could have, for example, Book. Oh, no, never mind. That doesn't quite work.
What?
So yeah, I was just thinking about what could be in the Fire Rod chest, but it doesn't look like anything important could be there, except for the big key to Desert Palace or Misery Mire. And just $5 there in the big chest of Hera, so Rambler not missing out on anything there.
We still don't know what's in the basement.
No, neither runner has checked the basement. As we're going to see two different boss fights here. We're going to see Armos Knights on Rambler's side, as well as Moldorm on Late Bit's side. Both are going to be quite quick fights, as Moldorm's already down, and, well, we're down to just 1-0 Armos Knights.
Why did I say that? I don't know, that there was 4 bots. Oh wait, maybe I was thinking of the big chest. I don't know.
Yeah, because that small key was on Armos Knights there, but we see simultaneous crystal grabs from our runners, as Late Bit's going to be heading over to Turtle Rock here.
And Rambler is heading.
Has resigned themselves to do Ice Palace here without being able to do Icebreaker. So we'll lose a little bit of time to Late Bit there, but we'll find that 6-pod small key, which may send them back to pod. So fingers crossed that Rambler follows that hint there.
Yep. Late Bit, they have found quite a few small keys in Turtle, so they can go. I think with those keys they have, I think they can get to Laser Bridge.
They can get to Late Bit can get to Laser Bridge here with those 3 keys. So there are quite a few checks. It makes sense to go into Turtle Rock here. There's just so many checks when all those keys in the map and compass are shuffled. So it really does make sense here on the pit side. Nice item dense location, and only hunting for that one item, so. Really loving Late Bit's MSU here.
Ditto here.
The Super Mario RPG.
Yeah, that was my first RPG I ever played.
Good choice. This is actually the first MSU I downloaded for this game. So first on both of our side here.
Yeah.
We see Rambler.
I only played it because Bowser was going to be working alongside Mario for
Yeah, it's the Mario RPGs are quite fun games. Is Rambler setting up the bomb jump here, just missing it barely. This is an annoying bomb jump, but gets it on the second try here.
Yep, pretty sure Homer is saying "don't" as he gets hit by the bomb.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that will be Rambler after they go back to pod and see that Canis Mario sitting in the chest they missed. But
I don't think it's going to be Doe, he's saying.
Depends on how family friendly they're looking to be today.
Yeah, like adults know what Doe actually means.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure we'll get some words here from Rambler.
I'm sure some of them will be bomb used in the form of a bomb explosion.
Yeah, I'd waste all 5 here. However many I have, I'd waste all of them.
Sadly, you can only put down 3 at a time.
Yeah. But you can always wait and do more out of sadness.
Yeah, or frustration.
A little bit of both.
Yeah, 300 rubies in Mimic Cave.
As Leapit continues their Turtle Rock play here.
It really can't be much else. It's probably going to be right here. Nope, 10 bombs.
That was the 10 bombs there. As we see Leapit heading towards the back, still with 2 small keys in hand.
Yeah, also, Rambler just got his 6th small key to pod.
All right, Rambler. There's the sign to head back. Hopefully they're able to do it soon.
There's not much else he can do at this point.
Well, Leapit finding the bug net, so, you know, almost in go mode, finding that crucial item.
You know, neither runner have still checked the Hera basement.
Yeah, I mean, is that a different type? That's a different rule of fire, you know? So, Leapit going to be heading to Laser Ridge here. This will be 4 new checks as well. If they find the Fire Rod, able to defeat Trinex here, and we'll be in go mode. So, for Leapit's sake, let's hope it's here.
Yeah. Small key to this dungeon.
Always nice when that's on Laser Bridge.
Compass. Chad's bringing up a good point. It could be on Laser or Spike Cave.
Yep, could be in Spike Cave, which is now in logic with that cape we found here in Laser Bridge. And a book.
Oh no! Is my prediction about earlier Fire Rod being on a tablet coming true?
Yeah, that does open up 2 more checks here. Both of our tablets, both Ether and Bombo's tablet, now in logic. We'll see where Leapit decides to go. Did pick up that book, but
Yep.
yeah, it has 2 more checks here in Desert Palace, as well as can enter Misery Mire.
No, he cannot finish Mire because he doesn't
No.
have the key.
Missing the big key, so gonna check the right side of Desert here first, because we did pick up that small key. And yeah, we'll see what's hiding over here.
Rambler's going to have a slightly easier time with Cold Stare because he's got the Butter Sword.
Man, nice and simple. Able to keep all 3 puffs in the corner. Makes this fight quite easy.
Still can't tell what that was.
No clue, but does get a crystal for their troubles. And that will be crystal number 5 here from Rambler.
So, Desert Palace Big Key was in its French vanilla location.
We can beat Desert now. We're 1 big key and a Fire Rod away from go mode. So very, very close here.
2 big keys. T big key.
The GT big key, of course.
Which can be in GT, but
not guaranteed to be. And of course, a compass to this dungeon in the big chests.
But you got to be prepared for it to be anywhere.
Yeah, you know, if I think if Leapit's able to get everything but the GT big key, we'll head right to GT, fully cleared out. Especially the basement. I mean, 22 checks is quite a few. So, and we still have not found out whether or not it is Desert Palace or Skull Woods as our final pendant. So we are still live for Fire Rod in GT.
I think it's... No, Fire Rod can't be in GT. Or no, wait, I'm thinking TR, sorry.
Yeah, all good, no worries. Yeah, I thought the same thing at first as well. But we will find out quickly here from Leapit if it is a possibility. After they defeat Lamola's here, we will see what the final crystal and pendant situations are here.
I'm guaranteeing this is probably a crystal.
You think this is a crystal?
Yep. Logic is dictating too much for this to be a pendant.
I'm gonna hope this is a pendant so that we can keep our ice rod hopes alive, or our fire rod hopes alive.
That's a small key.
The skull and a pendant.
Oh no.
So that does unfortunately mean that we can have some really interesting things happen here. We can have fire rod in GT, or there's also a possibility of Misery Mire Big Key being on Ped still, if that fire rod is somewhere else.
Yeah, fire rod could be in Misery Mire.
Yeah, at this point, honestly, fire rod can be anywhere except on Trinex, fire locked in Turtle Rock, or in the back of Skullwoods.
Rambler
Can be anywhere else.
Rambler also accidentally picked up the wrong pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skull is a crystal.
Oh, sorry. Skull is a crystal. You're right. Sorry. Skull is a crystal, so fire rod cannot be in GT.
Yep, so it's got to be in Mire.
It has to be in Mire here. I'm trying to think where else it could be.
Spike Cave.
Mire, Spike Cave. Yeah, that seems about it.
Mire Big Key can still be on Ped though.
Mire Big Key can still be on Ped. Oh, Ether, Lady Laura pointing out, Ether and Bombo's tablet as well are also possibilities for that fire rod. So we are running out of locations, but we're going to get a good number of the checks here from Late Bit side.
Laura, don't ruin my dream. I want to see something miserable be on the Ped. Oh, there's a second shield.
Not the fire item we're looking for.
It is a fire item.
Yeah, not quite a fire rod, but
Chad's bringing up something.
Lava chest.
Yeah, we never checked the lava chest. He didn't go and activate the key. He didn't grab a key off the pokey.
Yeah, and there was
Hey, Lana.
I believe they. Oh, did they not grab the key off the pokey at all? Interesting.
No, they went straight to the back.
Straight to Laser Bridge. Interesting.
Yep. Lana, were your ears burning a couple of minutes ago?
Yeah, seeing that fire chest, fire shield. Yeah, Lana not too happy. Hopefully we don't see the mirror shield here, but still a few more checks here. It's late, but it's gonna be checking out cutscene chest, and Rambler's gonna be not far behind them. Yeah, a lot of rough timing, honestly. We only saw one shield the rest of the scene, so you did unfortunately come at the worst time.
Could have been worse. You could come when they found the mirror shield.
Yeah, I guess, grass is always greener.
Yep. Oh. And there's Sakana Burna.
Signs pointing to that Spike Cave being a possible important location here still.
Lava chest. I'm thinking is lava chest just to be karmic about it.
Yeah, if it's lava chest, that is really unfortunate. And for Rambler, after this, I'm trying to think where they could even go besides Pod, aside from, of course, these.
Late bit, you don't got a big key.
Yeah, late bit. Heading to the big key chest here, a little short of something. Oh, just taking the shortcut over here.
That made no sense.
Yep, went down to go around. Just took a little detour, probably got halfway through it. Oh, and there's the big key to Misery Mire, sitting in Mire. So we are just a fire rod away from go mode now. Only a few locations left.
Something that just occurred to me.
Yeah.
Fat Fairy.
It could be also on Pyramid Fairy.
Fire Rod.
Yeah. And unfortunately for Rambler here, they're going to get that big key to Mire, but not be able to complete the dungeon, not having that key to Samaria that was in the Dark Maze.
Though we still need the GT big key.
Yep, we still do need that GT big key and that fire rod, so still not quite there yet, but getting closer and closer.
Yep, yeah, Kerplop, Homer versus Yoshi.
And late bit checking that chest there, just $5, so gonna be heading back.
No, Lady Laura Linda, I mean that the G big key be on Fat Fairy.
And as well, we could have that fire rod there.
No, Fire Rod's already been found.
Oh my gosh, I missed it. Where was the fire rod?
It was on the big chest.
Oh my gosh, I'm missing everything here. So yeah, just that big key left. But I suspect Lapit will most likely head to GT as soon as possible. Like I said, quite a few checks still left in there. 22 in the basement.
Skull Woods could also have the GT big key.
Yeah, just 2 checks left there. One on the boss, one...
And the bridge, under the bridge.
And Rydog also no. The second chest in Castle Tower has not yet been checked. So another interesting location that GT big key can be.
Oh, my Vitreous. Oh, you're so Rambler, where are you going? You've got all the checks done.
Might just be heading here. Oh, not going to use their key. And just going to check this last chest.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this one.
Yeah, Late Bait grabbed this by hook shotting across, but Rambler, unfortunately, this is the last check they have in Misery Mire here. As Rambler gets crystal number 6. They are 1 crystal and 1 pendant away from finishing up all of the dungeons here.
Rambler, please go to pod. Rambler, that was not pod.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Skullwoods first here with that fire rod, which makes sense. You know, check these last 2 chests. But after this, I don't know where else they go. There's 2 checks in pod. There's tablets. There's Pyramid Fairy. And that's about it. And Spike Cave. Yeah, Hungwell, unfortunately, New York Rambler does not have that Cane of Samaria yet.
Yep, the cane was in Dark Maze and Pod, and he took a death when he was trying to get it.
Yeah, GFE making a good point here. Potentially, if you're trying to do it most efficiently, could do Bombos into Pyramid Fairy into Pod after Skullwoods here. But yeah, we know that Pod is the location that Rambler has to go. So again, hopefully they're able to make it back as fast as possible. Did unfortunately take a death in the Dark Maze. Oh yes, and not able to check Pyramid Fairy because Rambler isn't, because Mire was a 5/6 and they do not have that cane yet. So that is one less thing that they can check.
Oh, that's what you were talking about. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, GFE. Two checks still in pod. It seems to be the most item dense location left for Rambler. So it would make sense for them to go back to pod.
He has 1 item left in pod because he did grab the big key item.
Yep, but did skip out on the Harmless Hellway item. So can check that last check in the Dark Maze and then Harmless Hellway as well, because only went in with 4 keys. But Late Bit, nice clean moth fight here, picking up $50. But that is crystal number 7 here. Most likely going to be heading to Turtle Rock first before heading to GT. I'd be surprised if they went the other way around. But good to get that last one. But that is crystal number 7. And Llama Bean already ahead of me here. Getting their guess in for where that big key is going to be. But I think that big key is... I don't know if that big key is in Ganon's Tower today. I believe it's shuffled into the pool.
It can still be in GT.
I guess so. 19 is including Turtle Rock, Ladavine says. And Lana, is that just we do Late Bit has checked most of Turtle Rock except for Lava Chest and the boss there. So are we counting both of those? Or just one today? Is Rambler actually heading up the mountain here?
Couch on Ped. Ped is dead now.
Yeah, Late Bit just making sure. Okay, Ladavine. Okay, both checks count there. All right, sounds good.
Wait,
but
wait, we already started the counting on Turtle Rock. She can't include Turtle Rock now in that.
Oh no, I said it just counts the last two for her.
But
Counts
there's-
lava chest and the boss.
But there's still the front of pod too.
Oh, there's only two. There's two checks. Yes, sorry. So
There's
4. So that means a lot of beans hoping for rando room today. With check number 15. And Rambler going to be checking Hera Basement here. This is another location that we forgot. So it makes sense for Rambler to go up here, can check this, and then check Spike Cave. Does not have that book, which is in Pod. Or in Turtle Rock, so not going to be tempted to check those tablets. So it looks like it's going to be this, and then Pod for Rambler as Late heads into Turtle Rock to finish up. To finish it up.
He's got to check those checks he missed though, because if the GT big key is in one of them.
Yeah, we'll definitely check the right side here. Oh,
He is not. This is gambly. 20 rubies in the basement. He
And
might be waiting until after Trinex because it's a quick enough thing to just go right back in.
and then leave right after, yeah. It's actually probably faster to do it this way, right? Go to the back, mirror out, and then go to the right, mirror out.
Yep. As long as he checks lava chest. Which he is. Okay.
Leapic going to be checking lava chest here, so we'll get all of the checks in Turtle Rock, most likely,
Okay.
and having an extra key here, so not having to just being able to go right to the middle.
Oh, Spike Cave is actually not a bad play.
Yeah, Rambler going to check Spike Cave here before heading over to Pod, looks like, and nothing in lava chest. So going to be heading to the back here, and we'll see how Trinex goes.
And this has the map to desert. Yay.
Yeah, definitely not what Rambler was looking to see there, or looking to find there, but looks like they're going to be looting away.
At least it wasn't the map to GT.
Yeah, that, and Rambler going to 5 here.
Thank
So
you.
we'll finally be picking up those items that they missed, and we'll find themselves in go mode shortly, or
Thank you, Rambler.
GT keyless go mode.
Thank you, Rambler. Finally going and checking this. Like we've been
Yeah,
screaming
this
at
is
him for an hour.
yeah, this was an unfortunate situation with Rambler taking that death in the dark before picking up their lamp here in Pod. So definitely unfortunate that they missed out for so long, but Seed funneled them back at some point, just ended up being last location. It's heading back to Trinex.
No, we definitely know he can't be listening into into our broadcast here because with how often we've screamed at him to go do Pod.
Yeah, unfortunately, took a little bit of a while there, but late bit, nice, quick 2 heads.
Yeah, nice 1 cycle. 1.5.
And Rambler checking Harmless Hellway first. And picks up that heart.
And Trinex holds something eventually. A small key. to
The skull was.
Oh,
And
no.
it could also be, yep.
You and me both had the same thought.
Yeah, we saw that green pendant as Rambler picks up their Cane of Samaria here. Late Pit has finished all their dungeons. That is a big part of this all dungeons Keysanity race. And like we said, we'll be going back in here to check those Fire Rod locked chests. Yep, a lot of being correct. Skull is in logic, so now we can go beat Moth again.
Yeah, let out some pent-up aggression.
As Rambler heads back into Mire here with that big key. Going to be heading right to the back this time. No fussing around. And let's see what's in these Fire Rod lock chests on Late Pit side.
I'm going to say small key and half magic.
Got a heart container and 300 rupees. Close enough.
That was the weirdest looking half magic and small key I've ever seen.
Yeah, definitely not the way I'm used to seeing them. And Late Pit heading over to GT here.
Yep. And Rambler is just going to go straight to the back of Mire because that's exactly what he.
Yeah, and Late Pit still has not beat Aga 1.
Oh no! Like, what if the second chest in the climb is the GT big key?
Yeah, could be interesting to see. We'll have to see what Late Pit's able to find here.
I'm just giggling maniacally every.
And first checking in tower, 10 arrows.
Oh, arrows.
Gonna be heading over to the left first. Yeah, why would you go Castle Tower before Ganon's Tower? You can just mirror over after and be good to go.
Unless the big key of GT is in there.
Unless, of course, it is the big key in there. But for Late Pit's sake, let's hope it's not there. We see a small key to GT.
At that point, if the big key of GT is in there, do you just do Aga 1 at that point?
Yeah, I mean, by the time you've already done half the climb, you might as well.
Yeah, because it makes no sense to do it.
No, I agree.
And also time for another slaughter. No, not going to do silver strats.
Well, looks like they're going to be doing gold sword spins here. Also quite fast.
Quintuple kill there. Careful! That still hurts a lot on red mail.
Yeah, hurts a bunch, but Rambler able to survive here. Going to be picking up. I actually believe that this is they have done Skullwoods, right? They went to the back and beat them off.
This is their 7th crystal.
This is the 7th crystal. Going to be heading up to T-Rock, following in Late Pit's footsteps here. As Late Pit continues GT.
He's going to definitely do TR, though.
Yeah, we'll full clear TR, so we'll definitely be quite a while there on Rambler side still. Unfortunately, was not able to do that earlier, as we see 10 arrows, 20 bucks. There's this pyramid fairy.
Oh, I was going to say, is he checking the tablets? Yeah.
Rambler did do Skullwood, Cooper.
Yeah, they did. They finished them off like 5 seconds apart.
Yeah. So that was crystal number 7 on Rambler's side. Just has Turtle Rock left to complete, but is going to be doing bomb fairy here first.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Late Pit continues checking out GT Basement here. Still looking for that big key, so we'll have to see. And that's not it. Yeah, looks like the web tracker just taking a sec to update.
Yeah,
as we're going to see Armos 2 here. Nice quick kill on Late Pit's side. 3 more checks. We have 20 rupees. 20 rupees?
The big key.
And the big key to Ganon's Tower.
Oh,
so, officially, 147.56 Late Pit is in go mode.
I think that was 15 as well. I think Lana Beam won that.
Wow. 2 off. Interesting. Yeah, 2 off there. Real close. But gotta see Late Pit doing the climb here. Missing just half magic as a safety, has everything else. So this should be quite an easy climb here. I was actually 4 in Turtle Rock. Lana Beam. Because they had to check Lava Chest, as well as the 2 Fire Rod Lock Chests and Trinex. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So actually 18 total.
Lana Bean was
1 off. So yeah, even worse, Lana.
Yeah, you were 1 over. Oof.
If only they had checked the chests in the other direction.
Should we still give it to her? Because come on.
I mean, I think that's as close as we're gonna get there. You know, we had.
I know she went over, and technically we have a 13 in there. But come on, she got that. She was 1 off by just doing with guessing Turtle Rock stuff on top of that.
You know what? I think this is a good day. We can give some internet points to both Lana Bean as well as follow that logic. So congratulations to both of you on the big key on the GT Big Key guessing game. Your fake internet points should come to you shortly.
Yep. So technically, we're all winners because we.
It looks like Rambler's actually doing Castle Tower here first.
Oh.
Before doing Turtle Rock. Interesting. Interesting choice. We'll full clear this, then have to clear Turtle Rock. Maybe just looking to find the GT Big Key here and not isolate it, but is gonna go finish off Aga here. Yes, Cooper with a good pun here. Follow that Lana Bean is our winner today.
Now follow that logic too.
Yeah, follow that Lana Bean, as Cooper said.
Actually, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good one.
You know, I didn't really realize this until now. Literally, Aga 2's room is literally a Dark World version of Aga 1's.
Yes, yeah.
How have I not noticed that in all the years I've been playing this game?
Interesting. I guess I never really thought about it either, which is quite interesting. As late bit perfecting the hearts there, getting just enough to get that extra heart fill. We're heading up to do Aga 2, then Aga 1 in that order.
Bot not wanting to show the racers today, apparently.
No, bot not wanting to show our racers, New York Rambler and Late Bit. Let me pull it up, actually.
That's 2 and 1 so far. 2 1 1 2 1 or something like that.
Something like that.
4 hits. There's 5 and 6 right there. Ah, there we go. Thank you, Laura and Lana.
Ah, there we go. I was just going to do that as well. Perfect. Thank you, Lana Bean. And Laura as well. All right. As we see Late Bit, going to be mirroring over here and heading in to do the Aga 1 climb after Aga 2. As Rambler makes her way up the mountain towards Turtle Rock.
Yep, this is going to be a very quick climb. I think he's probably going to be done with Ganon about the 159.
Yeah, should be quite a quick Ganon fight here with Buttersword, with Silvers. Easy to make quick work at the pig.
Yep, Rambler is going into Turtle Rock right now.
Like we said, unfortunately, will full clear Turtle Rock here. Still looking for that GT Big Key.
Unless he's going to gamble that GT Big Key is in GT.
For their sake, let's hope so, but just so many checks here. It'd be surprising to see someone skip out. But again, if Rambler wants to win the race, we'll have to make some risky decisions.
You know, I would love a story reason for why they fight Aga too.
Sorry, say that one more time. I think it cut out there a little bit.
I said I'd love to hear a canonical reason why we fight Aga 1 after Aga 2.
Yeah, that'd be fun for sure. Yeah.
Developers, get on that.
That's how we finish the real Zelda timeline.
What, the 10 billion subplots and sub-timelines aren't enough for?
No, we need more complexity here, Nira. That's what the timeline's missing, is complexity.
Want complexity? Go look up the figured out Mario time.
As we see Late Bit going into Aga 1 here, and then we'll pop out right in front of that hole to drop down and fight Ganon. And yeah, Wombat, we just need more timelines. Timelines on timelines.
I want there to be a canonical explanation for the Super Smash Brothers series. Besides them all being toys.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think Nintendo's gonna give you that closure there, Nira.
Lana Bean, you don't like the series, do you?
You know what, Lana Bean, I couldn't agree with you more. Give me Melee and we're good from there.
I like Ultimate.
Ultimate's alright, but Melee is where it's at. Lana knows what's up.
I actually main Link in Smash Brothers.
I'm a Sheik player myself, so I play quite a bit of Melee. Very fun game.
Technically, you have to be a Zelda Sheik player.
Yeah, but why would you ever play Zelda in Melee when you could instead start the game of Sheik? As we see Late Bit already on the last phase again in here with that Butter Sword. Or about to be right on the last phase again in here with that Butter Sword. And has those silvers. So we'll make this final phase a little bit easier. And no torch glitch, unfortunately, but
technically Melee did have a story mode, but not as complex as the Subspace Emissary.
And Late Bits. Yeah, finishing up here. About to cross the bridge. Get our GGs in chat for Late Bit. Finishing this seed with a racetime.gg time of 1:57:23. So GG's to Late Bit. First here on the restream. Third overall today in the race. Wow.
Yep.
What a crazy seed this was.
Yep, wonder if he's going to join us for...
Yeah, hopefully we'll get Late Bit here joining us on commentary shortly. We could ask about some of these locations as Rambler finishing up Turtle Rock here before heading over to GT.
Yep. Checking the race time room to see if he says anything. Oh, there he goes.
As Rambler's going to go to the back here, is going to pick up his book as well, so probably going straight to GT after this. And Late Bit will be joining us in just a little bit here. New York Rambler also picking up the cape. And Late Bit joining us in here. GG's Late Bit.
Hey, Late.
That was an adventure.
Yeah, definitely an interesting scene. That fire rod hunt's lasting a lot longer than I expected.
Yeah, I was hoping it was buried in TR for the memes, so I gambled on it. Nope.
No, yeah, you know, we respected the play. You know, a lot of checks there, only missing the 2 fire locked, and then with that key being in the back, skipping out on Lava Bridge chest as well. But yeah, you ended up finding a pretty efficient route through this seed. Was quite an awkward seed overall.
Yeah, you just kind of had to believe in a couple of vanilla big keys, but other than that, it kind of fell together pretty cleanly in most parts.
Yeah, you had a few good routing decisions in the early game. You know, stealing that key from the middle of Skull Woods allowed you to go down to the village and pick up that bow before heading over to Pod for the first time. And you know, that mirror being on the right side definitely helps out quite a bit with the routing as well.
Rambler also almost just took a death on Trinex.
Yeah, Rambler making it through here, finishing up Trinex. That is the final dungeon. So just a GT big key and a climb away from beating the pig. Has already done Aga 1, so will not have to do that tower climb again.
So, how on a rating of 1 to 3 billion, where would you place the trolliness of this?
Depends on how much you consider French vanilla big keys to be trolly, because that Meyer desert combo just kind of together there with vanilla big keys is, if you don't roll the dice on that, you're probably chasing your tail for a little bit.
Yeah, no, definitely makes sense. Actually, Rambler checking the tablet here, making sure the big key isn't there first. Just a heart piece there. But yeah, those French vanilla big keys definitely are the story of this all dungeon seed. And then obviously the early Dark World access led to, you know, you had so much of the world open up right away, with that hammer being in the front of escape and Mitz being, you know, in the dam and then on the mountain. So definitely gave you guys quite a few checks right off the bat.
Yeah, of course, I opted to stay in logic for the hammer, so I got it late. Mm-hmm. But, you know, sequence breaking up the mountain, no big deal, just go get the mitts.
Yeah,
you got those mitts early, and it was really funny because Rambler did escape quite early after picking up that sword in Link's house, and got the hammer glove access, and then you guys both lined up going into Skull Woods at the same time, but you on your Titan's mitts access.
Yeah, that's what I love about these races. We can make completely different decisions and just converge out of nowhere later. It's always fun to see.
Oh no. Rambler just went to right side.
Going left to right here, so we'll be missing out on that big key for a little bit. Sorry, unfortunately, Rambler also unfortunately took a death in Dark Maze right before picking up their Cane of Samaria.
Oh no.
So did last location that Cane of Samaria, even full cleared all of Meyer, found that big key and still had to go find that in Pod. So was definitely unfortunate positioning there from Rambler, but able to make their way through.
Yeah, there were some fun goods that were 6 pod key locked. That Swamp Small plus the
the Swamp Small,
Cane of Samaria.
The Cane of Samaria as well, yeah. And we thought maybe that, I believe the Cape was over there as well. Oh no, Cape was in Turtle Rock. We thought maybe that Cape was pushing you towards Spike Cave, but nothing was interesting in Spike Cave. I believe it was just a heart container. So
yeah. Also, half magic in right side of GT.
Oh, that's where they were.
Well, we checked everywhere else in the game. They had to be in GT somewhere, or Bomb.
Yeah, I think or actually, Rambler did check Pyramid Ferry, so it wasn't there either.
Yeah, it had to be GT or Bombos at this point.
Yeah, GT or Bombos. That was all we have left in the game actually to check between you two. But yeah, definitely. Oh, taking a little spill there, or green pendant turn in. Thank you, Lady Laura. Could also have been on green pendant turn in. That's all I also didn't see. So yeah, there were some fun situations about possible fire rod and GT, but we were able to avoid that once we saw that desert was in fact dependent and not our final crystal.
I'm just sad it wasn't in ice. I'm sorry, Rule of Fire believers.
I tried to call it, and I was unfortunately wrong.
I was hoping for it.
Hey, we were on the same page there. Yeah, and then I thought, where was the other one? There was another location. Oh, yes, when Rambler checked Hera Basement, I thought, maybe. You never know.
That one was in the back of my mind, but I had so many other places to go at that point. I was like, ugh.
It was 20 rubies in the basement. I can't remember if I've done it or...
Yeah, Rambler did it quite at the end there. I believe, checked basement and then checked Spike Cave and then went back to pod. After, that 6th key being in ice, so I had to go all the way to ice to get that 6th key to even put those items in logic. So it makes sense why Rambler put it off for so long, but unfortunate that just happened to be the Cane of Samaria. Which means they did have to do Ice Palace and Swamp Palace the slow way. No Icebreaker, no Diver Down. Which always makes it a little bit more annoying as well.
You would think that they were doing it via either way, though, with how fast they did.
Yeah, especially that Swamp Clear. That Swamp Clear on Rambler's side was... whew! Textbook. I was going to be going into Ice Armos soon here. And we'll be picking up their big key.
Taking any kind of win off a Rambler, I will absolutely take that.
Yeah, Rambler is a great runner, so...
Getting a win off of either of you is not an easy thing.
And it was a bit of a stacked race tonight. Quite a few really good runners in our race tonight. So yeah, it's, every time you're able to finish ahead of one of these really, really good runners feels always super nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Telethar had a 150 being the fastest time, so I don't think this seed was nice to anybody.
Yeah. The fact that only 4 runners got sub 2 hours tells you how bad this seed was.
Yeah, just like you were saying before, Late Bit, it's just one of those seeds where you're going to clear everything before going into Desert and Mire. And then you get into Desert and Mire and you're like, oh, I could have just done these. Wonderful.
Yeah, when I found that first one in Desert, I was like, well, maybe Mire's going to treat me the same way. And then I got in there and I tried to run to the big chest first without the big key. And I was like, oh.
We did see that. Yeah, we did see that. We saw you do a nice loop around, dropping down and going up and around again.
And then coming back for the
fire. And then coming back, yeah. Cost you a little bit of time there, but hey, we're able to find that fire rod, able to find that big key, able to finish the seed.
That went from feels bad to feels good pretty quickly.
Yeah. Very, very quickly.
This was a fun seed to call, though.
Yeah,
I do enjoy little AD keys now and then to mix things up.
Yeah, I always find AD keys is actually quite a fun. Like, the seeds can definitely be annoying just because there's so many items that can be anywhere, right? You have the potential for pet increases, the potential for items that are required being in GT increases, but kind of nice to get something a little different, Be able to do everything all at once.
I'm so glad I did not sign up to do this race.
Yeah, I would still be going, and I would probably be going for quite a bit longer. So
that's why I was hanging out in the race time room with you guys for a little talk with you guys.
I will say I would have appreciated GT Big Key outside of GT. Those situations are just not good for my blood pressure.
Yeah, as you're clearing GT and it gets less and less checks, you get to 12, 13. Okay, is it on Ice Armos? Okay, it is on Ice Armos. Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets a little scary once you get up to past checks like 10, 11, 12. You're like, and then you're thinking back, you're like, I didn't check Bomba's tablet. I didn't check Pyramid Fairy. I didn't check Green Pendant. What if that's just the big key? Yeah, definitely a scary situation. But yeah, big key, GT big key in GT. At least makes the routing a little bit easier on your end. And also it not being in that, we were also talking about it possibly being in that second chest in Aga Tower.
Oh no.
Which would have been a really gross location.
Also, I think the big key was in its location too.
I was in the vanilla room, but it was in the wrong
Back
chest.
right location, yeah, instead of the front.
Oh, okay.
So same room. That is quite close. Also, we had Lana Bean with a very good guess. Before you headed back into Turtle Rock. Adding those in, she was only one off where your big key was in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, she guessed 9 or 19. This included whatever checks were left on TR.
And it was unfortunately a number 20. Or number 18, sorry. With you only had 4 checks left in TR, so we had some fun with the big key guessing game today.
Yeah.
That always is fun. Hey, grats
A little
on it.
different.
Hey, this is what doing randomizers about fun. If you can't
Exactly.
have fun doing it, then I don't know what to tell you.
As Rambler finishes off Aga 2 here, we'll be dropping into that Ganon fight quite shortly. And with Silvers, with Butter Sword, should be quite a quick fight on Rambler's side.
Let's make some bacon.
Oh, okay.
Long quote there from Ganon tonight.
Yeah, really. Ganon, have you been talking to the kid that's being bullied on death?
Yeah. Clearly.
Never talk to
been-
Kirby.
No, try your best not to, at least.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you run into Kirby and you're like, oh my god, I forgot. I forgot how annoying it is. Every time I do it, I forget how long it is. And then I'm like, oh, that's very long. That's very, very long.
Whenever I
Just doesn't
accidentally do it, I tend to just drink my coffee. Coffee break.
Yeah, take the full coffee break when you get access, when you're able to, you know. We see first silver arrow in Ganon. 2, 3. Oh, not quite a triple, but
There
gets
we
the
go.
4th arrow into Ganon. Let's get
your
our
GGs
GGs.
in, everybody. With an official race time room time of
Ooh.
2:12:20. Rambler finishes place or second place in the restream, 9th place overall.
And
And
we have welcome in. GGs.
GG's.
How was that seed?
I wouldn't have minded it much if I had Samari the whole time.
Yeah, that death was really an unfortunate timing thing. And
But the thing is, if I had, I might have dove to the rock early, and that would have just been so many more fetch quests with the book being there.
Who would
yeah,
do a thing
opening
like
up
that?
opening up head and both of the
It opened 4
Luther and
locations
Bombas.
just in the last, and then I accidentally opened the lava chest, but thankfully I got bailed out. Oh my! I felt so bad after I did that.
Yeah, it did get filled out there, but hey, made it through and were
Hey,
able to
yeah.
finally get back to that Samari after.
Yeah, the
We-
Samaria was
yeah.
basically the only thing that did me in because everything else
Yeah.
I think was fine for me. I mean, I did last location, some other things like Fire Rod, but I told myself if Fire Rod wasn't in Back of Skull Woods, I'm not going to do well in this race. If it was Back of Skull Woods, I was going to do well.
Yeah. We actually, you and Late Bait got that fire rod about the same time. In the restream here. Just unfortunately, Leipit did have that Cane of Samaria
Yeah, I
already
mean,
to
obviously.
finish it.
I would have
Also
had it if
those,
I didn't die.
Yeah. And you were close to that chest too. It was just really unfortunate timing there.
Yeah, well, I like the fact that the game gave me 3 small keys early is why I went to pot early.
Yeah.
But in retrospect, I wish I'd gone with the bow, and I would have done. I wish I would have done Village of Outcast over Skull Woods, but that's all in retrospect. It's all hindsight.
Yeah, it was a little bit of routing divergence between you and Leipit. Leipit actually went in and stole that key from the middle first in Skull Woods. He was able to go left and then go out and go south into Village of Outcast, where you dropped in and save and quit.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, not getting that bow right away as well. So
yeah, I was hoping to
not.
I was hoping to find Thieves big before touching Village of Outcast at all, just to make routing a little easier.
Mm-hmm, that makes sense. No, yeah, it was definitely an interesting seed with those French vanilla Meyer and desert keys, but yeah, definitely interesting from a routing perspective.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
this
so many
was a
options.
fine one. I mean, yes, having GT Big Key being almost vanilla, but you know, that's still better than Agate Tower Key missing somewhere.
Yeah, there was some fun locations being talked about for that GT Big Key. Before Leipit found it on his side, we were thinking maybe it being that second chest in Agate Tower or on that green pendant turn-in. So
that's kind of like why I did Agate Tower before I did Big Bomb into Agate Tower before going up to Turtle Rock, just in case the GT Big Key was there.
Yeah, and if you're already doing Big Bomb, you can just mirror over it. It's nice and straightforward from there. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. Plus, at that point, if you're that deep into the tower, you might as well just do Aga 1 at that point.
Yeah. Just do Aga 1, head up to Turtle Rock, and go from there. Or I guess you didn't have Samaria at that point, so it was the 3 checks over there or 2 checks in pod. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. No, it was definitely an interesting race. Definitely a honestly pretty well laid out seed. It was just really open from the beginning. Had that hammer and access to both gloves quite early, so really could have been done in quite a few ways here, especially with so many pod keys being lying around in those early spheres.
Yeah. I can't think of anything else to add. Can you?
Not really.
I'll be honest. The scene kind of spoke for itself. It's pretty straightforward. Anything either of you runners want to say before we head out?
No, this was a ride. Thanks everybody that put it together, having us on Restream.
Well, thanks for running it. We wouldn't have anything to come. We could talk and just do a podcast, but I don't think that would be as enjoyable.
And everyone watching, make sure to go follow our amazing runners here at twitch.tv/New York Rambler and twitch.tv/LateBit. Their Twitches have been posted in chat. Also, shout out to our tracker today, Lady Laura Linda, keeping us not only up to date on the boards, but also up to date in chat when near it. I forget where items were. So always helping us out there. But yeah, for Near a Light Shine, I'm One Kind of Syrup, saying have a good night, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yep. See you guys.